And now I will make a presentation to the Honorable Prime Minister. And for those of you who know what it is, it's a fugu, which has become very famous now as a symbol of our culture.
President John Dramani Mahama speech at the UN General Assembly sparked my interest in Ghana. Dr. Terrance Michael Drew, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis.
And Mr. President, one of the things that really stuck out to me was last UN General Assembly. There are a lot of speeches given, but I particularly listened to your speech. And your speech inspired me. And I said, I told my team that I wanted to meet you. And I'm not only meeting you, but you have welcomed me back home. Thank you very much.
Say me catch say Papa no John Dramani Mahama. He gives the hope. He is the hope, and he gives the better Ghana hope. Papa no na say me say na no I de chance chiri. Na no I de milk and honey. Okasa na say upeo ubetie we pay attention. And he speaks so from the heart that Otiwana honsie gu. I cannot say the number of times Amabeka Chiro said Papa the message is too clear and sound. And he speak with some kind of patriotism. I didn't see that in his first term. But this time around, the kind of patriotism John Dramani Mahama ekasa with no. Ayana me kwando keke. Omami feel that Kwame Nkrumah vibe, you know, and that's the reason why I keep on repeating the name John Kwame Nkrumah, John Ababu, John the Joy Giver. Hefa na papa no anya podium na wan say ho. Hefa. On the 7th of January 2025, when the man was finally inaugurated as a friend say when the president of Ghana for the 4th Republic in the 9th Parliament, you know. Papa no message. Ebedu we be na be debate even young media for no. We were confused whether he was reading from teleprompter and answer or reading from the mind. Because you cannot even see him reading. I said, or can't 7 to said yeah, on tray yeah. At the end of the trip. When he went to Singapore, his message was so clear that the other head of states and the diplomats are not mature. And some born best 5 minutes. And over Hobano, now he was coming down with investors. In fact, we're not Ghana and a Singaporean investor promising $100 million into our AI agri hub. When he left there to China, the Chinese welcomed him with the same enthusiasm. And when he left there, the Chinese government came back and they started investing in Ghana. Kai say and the University of Ghana Eba Benya a modern hostel due to John Dramani Mahama's speech here in China. And yeah, no with Japan. He mesmerized the people of Japan and the president. When he left with investors tripping down to Ghana to come and invest in Ghana. John Dramani Mahama ekopiemu ewo United States of America about UN the 80th General Assembly meeting ekoso. Eno Anna the Prime Minister Emma St. Kitts and Nevis as the man spoke from the heart. The words were deep and heart-touching. Akankuma enyane nyansa epaja ema unya nimdie. And this is the reason why Waba Ghana. He wants to meet the man, see the man, and be part of the man's agenda. Because Kaiser match yai John Dramani Mahama is going to demand for reparation for all blacks, including Africa and Caribbean, and Saint Kitts and Nevis as well the Caribbeans. And they know they are part, and they are also demanding for reparation. Since they couldn't say the message, since they were not bold enough, but they have a big brother, they have someone who have stood up, said he will fight for the common goal of Africans. For that reason, the Prime Minister have left his country, rushed down to Ghana to celebrate with Ghana. And to Independence Day, the man was one of our guests of honors. Now, John Dramani Mahama said, "Nadia Nibu," or give to the president of, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terrance Michael Drew, with Ghana Fugu, or the Ghana Fugu no plus a friend say, but the Kalina Ekano, or the mano, a man say, and or the better say.
And now I will make a presentation to the Honorable Prime Minister. And for those of you who know what it is, it's a fugu, which has become very famous now as a symbol of our culture. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I'm saying, still selling our culture, still showing our identity, still telling the world, say, Fugu no belong to us. Don't forget, say the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts were also at Zambia. I'm in Zambia for a joint friend is an event. Now, the Atadia no machine now, Fugu. And finally, John Dramani Mahama Katrebiani and Yeni. The wearing of Fugu currently go on Zambia. Zambians are importing Fugu into Yakono. The Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts, Econo, omode so many of Fugu enter the Koya. Say Zambia for na ready. Beto amo kai say Zambia for say tax free, duty free. Say all the Fugu African and Kwandi abra Zambia and Kwandi. And this is also because when John Dramani Mahama went there, the Fugu atadi or say a sparky social media debates. Now Zambia for say blouse, a Ghana for say mo okay, munim blouse. The casket and blouse, munim blouse. Wey ne friend Fugu, wey a warrior shirt, a kwatade, ye di jamai, ye di winning battles. The church of Masiti Muti as no. And John Dramani Mahama said sweet message. As I could go mutri no mu say Papa we nenya UN podium so or can the entire Africa boom. And he's still the man back from the UN. As I said the Accra reset, and he started that message. Our UN ATF general meeting as he said, Adena Edru in terms of our medicines, our health. Africa, we have no say and we don't come together to talk. The world does not involve us in that kind of discussion. In finances, they don't involve us in that discussion. In fact, we have no seat as a veto power. Our UN, all the 54 African countries in not one single seat, and it will be why, and not possible. We need a seat. We must get one. We say US, I withdraw funding for some of the vaccines are down to Africa. UN, I withdraw some of my vaccine down to Africa. But he's now challenging the African leaders present at that UN ATF General Assembly meeting. Say, are we just going to sit down and watch? Are we just going to tell ourselves that since they have withdrawn, our people should die? What are we going to use our money for? So he told them, say, or no governance, cut it down costs, cut it down high expenditures, sometimes unnecessary. Making sure that those money will be directed into health, education, into a good economy, into creation of jobs, into all the African leaders. Let's come together under one umbrella, not the NDC umbrella. Under one umbrella, let's build our health system in Africa. Why? Argentina, even Africans, you need even medical stores in our various countries. And then he told them, you have instructed his health minister, Honorable Kwamina Minta Kando, said Ghana, you first medical store. And Ghana, as it stands now, have started, a friend saying, creating vaccines. Our Ghana, I tested this year. And to all culture, other leaders, our more Africa, we can do same. And together, we can even make it better. All this message that he said, and I the Accra Research Secretariat, and I gather several meetings, and we discuss about the defense of Africa, about the health of Africa, about education of Africa. And that message, he made the Zambian people aware how Ghana economy was recovering from the chaotic nature. Then the Zambian said, hey, and yes, I knew you and Juana would a better speech. Papa, one with him wouldn't cast her off, you good. And then Zambia for Ghana, for Goshia with Zambia, Fugu said, yeah, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. And so I don't Fugu the two. Now John Dramani Mahama, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister signed a bilateral agreement. A best standing Ghana, yani St. Nevis and friends St. Kitts and Nevis, or mobile bilateral agreement. No more, no a best standing no. And now we are Ghana ni ordinary passport ukutano. We call St. Kitts and Nevis. We here visa. And I mean news is our country in the system here. Hey, your country so we are see you. Your country is papa. Minimum be a hospital. Aye. Ghana they say baby I call we go na Ghana for ground order that. Ghana the new country Ghana need so. It is say no John Dramani Mahama announces visa free for all Ghanaians and all St. Kitts Nevis. We can go either way without needing visa. Only passport is enough. And Ghana is extending the number of countries ultimately passport and I walk into. Now and I'm about 54 or so. And then you're extending more. Tell the who could Ghana passport it will get into most countries. Ghana is having one of the strongest passports in Africa and the best in West Africa. And the John Dramani Mahama making sure that 2028 will basically deny about 100 countries who could Ghana passport to mean the now St. Kitts and Nevis, the Prime Minister John Dramani Mahama, Ed Nico Piemu, Emanuko Dia, Edia Ewo, your friend is Ogodia, your friend on the tree of life. Said a bear, sad tree of life, the bond between Ghana and St. Kitts and Nevis. Ebebwa ama the cooperation between Yen and the St. Kitts and Nevis and Ebetwaso, da ne afbo. And the Omo Prime Minister, Dr. Terrance Drew, Edia, and John Dramani Mahama, and the team. A boom musamano pra. Papa no admit say no unima and totally confirmed. And then Nigeria forms Omobojo Mama Henen Kwa. And yes, Singapore, ni China, ni Japan, I'm falling in love with John Mahama's speech. And then UN General friends 80th General Assembly meeting. Of course, almost every president in the world a clap in the hand for John Mahama. And yet African leaders are Mama John Dramani Mahama. Ebeye did a friend is a chairman Edema African Union in 2027. Even though in Luna so a new Sukrasen Kaibatuaba as it stands now with the vice chairman. And yet say John Dramani Mahama. Why are the person to represent the entire African continent? African Union President chairman Yasumano John Mahama, the vice chairman Yasman said, "Oh, now start here, Famahe, Fako Awepa, Famahe, go and demand for reparation." And young mama, and no, now got touch the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terrance Drew. Anna Wabedru Ghana say, Massa, man confess ya, Mwame, and you are confessing. John Dramani Mahama's speech at the UN touched my heart, sparked my interest in visiting Ghana. And for that reason, Ghana St. Kitts and Nevis today. Per bilateral agreement, no visa needed to travel to both countries. Only passport, ordinary passport, and your diplomatic passport, ordinary passport, and you are good to go. How happy are you in your president, John Dramani Mahama? Because others outside the country love him so much. Do you love John Dramani Mahama? Odia sempa nabo, Odia sempa nabo, 24-hour economy. Mahama, he's the hope. He gives the hope for better Ghana. For comments, not to comment section, as you tell me how much and how well you love your president. If others love him that much, where we are, subscribe it, like it, na share mo nyaso inebi ewe. Edi no eba kope Max Billian, I will naked truth. Oldboga Terrance Michael Drew. Bye bye.